2, 1.
I like pretty much everything in the STEM classes. In science, we have a lot of hands-on labs, so that's really cool to actually work with the material.
I really like the fact that you get to work with huge teams of people and that you're all working towards a common goal.
I have a giant passion for science, and I just keep learning about it.
Across the East Valley, students in all grade levels are getting exposed to the discipline of learning through STEM.
Okay, what does STEM stand for?
STEM stands for science,
technology,
engineering,
and math.
The overall idea behind STEM is really to tie the subjects together. In this classroom with engineering, they're able to actually see how the science and math come together. It seems like each year I see the enrollment going up.
Every STEM class I've taken, I'm able to find new interests that I have. My road has changed based off what I've taken lately.
I like the hands-on stuff. It's very work-driven. You have to drive yourself.
East Valley schools are bringing STEM programs to kids as young as preschool.
Today's activity was all about ramps and how we can teach new vocabulary and concepts with preschool children. I think they're going to be excited about it, and I think they're actually going to surprise us with their abilities to use their imagination. It's important to teach preschoolers these type of lessons because they're going to be our future engineers.
You learn a lot of kind of leadership ways and how to take advantage of certain situations that you get.
We really believe in hands-on learning. We bring in as many different types of live animals as possible. Today was horses. Most of these kids grew up in this city or are growing up in this city. They're not going to have very many opportunities to learn about how to handle horses. Students who are in the class are excited because they're getting high school credit. They're actually learning real tools and real skills.
From elementary school to high school, East Valley students are learning STEM principles that will enhance their ability to problem solve. Whether it be in medicine or engineering, these students are thriving in STEM programming.
So the students today, they shot off the rockets. This is kind of the culminating activity.
We actually did all of the math to predict how high they would fly and how long they would be in the air. It was interesting because we got to basically predict the future.
For me, I try and get the kids involved as much as possible. The stuff that we're doing is meaningful. It's just not an endless series of exercises.
I enjoy doing labs, I think, the most, and activities like that.
Students in STEM classes are being exposed to a multitude of science, math, and engineering disciplines, from rocket launches to engineering robots and bridges to discovery of useful bacteria. This knowledge has made them competitive thinkers and researchers.
The Arizona Science and Engineering Fair, we started our project at the beginning of the year, and I was able to win numerous awards, including a grand award, and so I get to move on to ICES. Which is the International Science and Engineering Fair in Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania. My project was reducing the toxicity and contamination of nearby water systems.
We had many chances to build things during our freshman year. We got to build a Rube Goldberg machine.
I'm the president at the Hamilton Robotics Club. We just competed at a robotics regional at Denver, and we got 6 out of 51 teams.
We want to have students who are going to be not just locally competitive, but nationally and internationally competitive. The more you study something, the more you spend time with something, the longer that you have to really focus in an area of interest, the better you get at it. When more people are more interested, you get a richer discussion.
My first goal in STEM programming, in the science and the technology and the engineering, the research side, is for them to have fun. It's exploring the world around you. I think it's absolutely critical that we get young students excited about science.
I attended Mesa Public Schools as a student, and the biotech program didn't exist when I went. Having this program come out is great, and it's such a different experience, and it gives so many more choices for science options for these kids. It adds this additional choice for them.
It's more than just choices, but creating the learning environment for students to pursue a career in the field of science, technology, engineering, or mathematics.
I want to be an oncologist.
I want to be a neurosurgeon.
Boeing supports education, and in particular STEM educations. That helps to contribute to a future workforce.
It lets them know that what they're doing, what their goals are important. STEM is hard. If STEM careers were easy, we would already have more people doing it than we would need. Yes, it's going to be hard, but they're going to have the support of people who are interested in seeing them do well. They're going to be able and ready to compete with everybody else on an equal playing field. They'll be ready to go. They can do it.
We've got Intel involved on the advisory board. They'll give us a little bit of program direction, tours with the Intel plant, suggestions in order to improve our program.
Hoping to create the STEM jobs of the future, you need to know what business wants. Partnership working hand in hand so you both know where the goal is to be qualified for the type of positions of the future.
Many industry opportunities, those industries are looking to recruit, grabbing onto a lot of them early, even while they're in high school, and trying to recruit them to work for their companies. Help support financially or through, whether it be classroom support, sending kids to come out to the different places to get hands-on experience.
A school has to commit some amount of funding, but the businesses really can help with that. If the number of kids that sign up wouldn't normally be supported for a class, so 15 kids in a class, some schools will not run a class of 15. But if a business can step in and say, hey, we'll pay part of this teacher's contract if you will run the class. If you run a successful class, it will grow.
Businesses are looking to our students for their future workforce. They will be the next researchers, developers, engineers, scientists, and coders. Our economy will be based on these STEM graduates. So what will the future of STEM look like in our schools?
I think they are here to stay. Technology, it's kind of advancing, so we need more people to be able to work with these new technologies.
STEM's never going to go away. The options are either going to be we have STEM-capable students, we have STEM-capable workers, or we're going to fall behind quickly.
You're going to keep seeing this as a push in education. Business leaders and the government is really pushing it, as they should. You're going to see more programs starting, and hopefully the programs that work start to get replicated.
In the future, in the teaching curriculum, I want to see more emphasis on fun and more emphasis on discovery, the excitement of discovery, the excitement of knowing what are you learning, why are you learning it. They will want to learn more beyond the classroom, become lifelong learners.
More and more kids are getting interested in science and technology. It's exciting that more kids are getting interested in this, and it's interesting to see the ideas.
We'll always have problems in the world, and we'll always need to train up new people to start solving them, so they're definitely here to stay.
As long as our world is progressing and we're making progress as a society, I think STEM is here to stay.
The future looks bright. We can't wait to see what these young minds will contribute in the years to come.
D-minus 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 3, 2, 1, 0, and liftoff of Space Shuttle Atlantis on a mission to build, resupply, and to do research on the International Space Station.